My brother, I was so good to see you today. Tell you what, I'm going to get that Childish Gambino song a little bit later. However, we're going to focus on a couple things we did today. This video is not going to be too terribly long, but the points and information in this are going to be awesome. Remember to keep up with your alternating picking down, up, while doing your spider exercises. When you get all the way to the top after doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, go all the way back down to the bottom, right? When you do that, feel free to go up to the 5th fret, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, do, 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 do. When you get all the way to top, repeat that, and then maybe go to the 9, 10, 11, 12. By doing 1, 2, 3, 4 and all these different fingerings, going to 5, 6, 7, 8 and doing these, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, you're exhibiting that you can play in all 3 quadrants of this fretboard. Meaning, it starts over right here. One of the things we did today was playing the G minor to an F major. Now, to be clear, G minor is the bar chord at the 3rd fret, whole thing, and we play just the 2 notes on the A and the D string for that E minor shape, which looks like that. However, if you play what looks like an A shape here and wrap that thumb around, it gives you the G minor shape and the sound anyways. It really is kind of cool. It was more like a G minor 7. Yeah, because we'd have this, and then we'd take away that, and then we'd take away the 3rd, or the 5th, or whatever. It still all sounds the same. So, G minor. F major, big old bar chord. When we get rid of our 5 and our 6 strings, what we're left with is just that shape, which is what we chit-chatted about today. You don't necessarily have to have that, but if you do not, make sure your attack comes down on just the bottom 3 strings. Here's what it would feel like. Rest, down, rest, down, rest, down, rest, down. If we're doing something like that's your baseline rhythm. Feel free to play with it. Like drop all the beats, go up here. Drop all the beats, then here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that out. It doesn't have to be like that, but you can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do a whole bunch of things. Just try it slow and try it a little faster. The concept of this is really interesting. Good ear, by the way. G minor, that definitely is it, but it's not a boom, chop, boom, chop. It's an upbeat, up, 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 up. It's reggae, but it's almost ska because it's constantly, it's turning that 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 into 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, which is double meter. It's a cut time meter, which just makes ska, reggae, the same thing. It's just faster. So, I know your mind is made up. E flat major. G minor, F major. G minor, F major. E flat major. So, we have our E flat major. Can't play the low E and the E flat at the 6th because them's is a diatone, a minor 2nd. They clash. However, if you don't play that, you can play the E major. Let's try and move all the way up to the 7th fret, play the 7th and the A shape. We get an E major bar. That low E works well. Watch what happens when I push my finger against it and still play. I mute that E. Well, when I move it down, do the same thing. I get my E flat major with no low E string. The difference is remembering when to mute it with the tippy top of that 1st finger when you're playing at the 6th or at the 7th. Or else you're gonna get that diatone. Cool. Chord of the day, E flat major. If you wanted to play an E flat major in its other interval position, try and play a D. Play that in 2nd fingering, scoot that up a half step for an E flat or a D sharp, same thing, and then play the D string at the 1st fret. Yuck. I dislike this chord, but it's wonderful to know. It's a hard one. Work on it this week. D shape at the 3rd, and then play the 1st with the 1st finger. You can do a full bar, but that looks horrible, and you don't really need the bottom 2 notes. All right, good luck with that. The last thing that I'd like you to do this week, which you totally got, is play your major chord, your major 7th, and your dominant 7 in every chord. All majors, at least. Here they are. You don't have to watch this, but try and do it. Ready? Do it on your own. Come back to the video. Now that you're back, start with C. C major 7, put that finger back, and then throw your finger down on the D string for a C dominant 7. Nice. D major 7, finger here on the C note, and then bookends for a D dominant 7. Nice. After D, we have E major. So E major, we're gonna drop down our E. So we've got these 2 front notes, and then our B, E major 7, and then open that up and put our pinky down for a E 7. There we are, E dominant 7. What's after E? F. F major, you can either put 2 fingers right here for these 2 notes on the D and the G string, and then wrap the pinky back around for the C note, which is great. I use this chord. Or you could try playing just the bar, playing your 2 notes here with a quick bar, and then your 3rd finger down. Same chord, it just uses 1 finger to play the D and the G string at the 2nd fret. And then, of course, leaving that away and just playing the same thing we have for the E7, but here with the F. I don't necessarily put out that D sharp over the top, but you can, just like the E7. After the F, we've got a G major. As we said, the G major is just like the F bar chord, so you can do it with the 2 fingers. But if we played the G major like the open phrasing, we would have our pinky up top control the G, and then our first finger play the F sharp, and then F, G major 7, G dominant 7, G7. Yay! A major, split the difference, put the note right here, it looks exactly like the D7, but right here. I like to put my pinky out on the 4th. You don't have to though. Same chord. C sharp in there or not, doesn't matter. You can have the E in there. And then take that note off and we get an A7. So A major 7, A7. And then of course the B major 7, and B7. This one's super important because a B major is like the A major. A B major 7, which feels very comfortable for the fingers, that backwards D thing right there. I'm gonna use that a lot. E flat major 7, you know. Here's what the interesting, E flat major 7, E flat dominant 7. Well, here's our new chord of the day, E flat major at the hard phrasing. E flat major 7. Look how smooth an E flat dominant 7 feels. I much prefer to play that here than play it right there. It feels weird. Okay, so those are all your chords in the majors, all right? Other than that, C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. When you get those, try and get your notes of your major 7th, and then your dominant 7th. Next week, we'll do a little exploration to see if we can find all the intervals that are in there, and we'll work on any piece of music that you bring to my attention. I can keep throwing music at you that I dig, but what I want to do is inspire you through the lens and the viewing point of your own. The Roxanne song, really cool. The reggae beat that we went over, really cool. Have fun with that. And then I will work on the Childish Gambino tune for you because it has this like a trill in it. And I don't know if we're playing in the right key to get that really cool kind of intro. So I'm going to work on it for you and I'll have it for you next week. Aloha!